Buongiorno, come stai, mis amigos? I've spent the last 7 weeks learning Italian, and it's pretty cool. E ora parlo un po' italiano, and considering literally 7 weeks ago I knew nothing, I think it's very interesting to share what a realistic language learning journey looks like, because if you go on YouTube and look up how to learn a language in 6 days, you'll find all these things about learning Mandarin in like a month, or speaking Spanish fluently, like none of them are realistic in any way, shape, or form. However, what is realistic is spending 10 to 30 minutes a day, every day, studying a language that you're truly interested in, and incrementally seeing growth and memorization, and basically not what you were taught in school about learning cognates and infinitives and memorizing this list of verbs. Not what you were taught in school. Going at your own pace with the languages you actually want to learn in a way that actually works for you. The thing is, learning a language doesn't need to feel like this gigantic task that's just impossible and super difficult. That's how it always came off to me in school, and looking back on it, removed from school now for at least a couple years out of college, it's like the way that we were taught that in class it never computed in my brain. Like, yes, I would go home sometimes and memorize the verbs that they told me to memorize, but it wasn't practical. I couldn't go use that. I took Spanish from 6th grade through 12th grade, and then took 2 semesters in college, and was only still speaking at like a high beginner level. That should not be how it is. But on my own accord and desire to learn languages and connect with different cultures and really just want to speak Spanish fluently, I started learning Spanish on my own in 2022. I started taking a deep dive into Spanish on my own. I was doing Duolingo, I was reading like children's books and then getting up to some more advanced books. I was trying to write in Spanish every single night, like a journal entry. Every single way I could expose myself to the language. Yet I still felt like this giant intermediate plateau that just kept pissing me off. So I got so burnt out from learning Spanish, even though it was something I had so much passion and desire to learn. And you would think, why would that happen if you have all this desire to learn it, but you got so burnt? How did you get so burnt out from it? And it's because I felt this giant thorn in my side that no matter what I was trying to learn with it, it wasn't sticking in my brain in any way, shape, or form. It just wasn't collecting in there. So I took about 2 years, 3 years off from really learning any languages. And this is what I'm doing right now as someone who loves learning languages, loves learning about cultures and connecting with people and being able to speak their tongue. That is so cool. This is what I'm doing to learn Italian that is truly working for me. And it's not much. It's not much. I don't think you need more than 15 to 30 minutes a night. And if you can't do that, do less than that. Do 5 minutes a night. You're still grasping the concept, picking up what exactly the language has to entail. All I'm doing, I use Mango Languages. I do have a paid subscription. I think it's like $80 a year, so it's overall not expensive. To some people that may be a little expensive, and obviously $80 hurts, but it's not bad. But I find Mango Languages to be absolutely phenomenal. This is not sponsored. We have no connection to each other. I found it organically online, and I've been using it to learn Italian, and it has just been phenomenal. It's taught me sentences and so many words, like the one of what I've been learning recently, the one that's just stuck in my head is Il Duomo è grande ma la chiesa è piccolo. The cathedral is big but the church is small. And it's putting these vocab words that you're learning over time into sentences, which actually makes you learn the words because you're learning them in the sentences as opposed to just like one word fragment on its own, which doesn't do anything for my brain. So I'm doing that, which takes me about 10 to 15 minutes every night. Sometimes I do more than one lesson, but the bare minimum before I go to bed is I have to do one lesson. And that's something. It's a little bit of input every night. I also got this book what they didn't teach you in Italian class. And basically, all this does is just supplement what the app isn't really giving me. It's just a little bit I've done so far has taught me like what each vowel sounds like, what like the ch, like ch in chair in English does not sound like ch in Italian. Like ch is pronounced like a k. Yeah, just a lot of cool stuff that you wouldn't really know otherwise, like basic verb conjugations. Io sono, tu sei, lei è, lui è, lei è, noi siamo, loro sono. Like loro sono, like those kind of things. That's what supplementing this is. And I try to read some of that, write down a lot of that once or twice a week. It doesn't happen every week, but it's very good to be supplemental. Yeah, I think in 7 weeks I've really gotten a decent grasp of what Italiano sounds like, and I'll be really excited to learn a ton more. Learning languages is, I think, one of my absolute favorite hobbies. I want to, like, by the time I'm like 35, 40, I would love to speak like 6, 7 languages. I didn't mean to do that. 7 or 8 languages. I think that'd be amazing. And right now that's what's working for me with Italian, and the fact that this is working so well for me with Italian has actually gotten my brain to go, wait, I love Spanish. I love learning Spanish too. So it's gotten me back on Mango, and I've been doing a lesson or 2 or 3 or 4 a day on Mango in Spanish as well, which feels big to me. I got really pissed off at Spanish for a long time because I got to this intermediate plateau. I was at my best, I was at like a mid B1 level, and I didn't feel like I could get above that. Very frustrating, but I'm finding the love for it again, and I'm finding the passion that I had for it before in a more easily digestible way that I don't think I'll get burnt out by, because this is just 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes a day, depending on the day. And it's fun and enjoyable, and I'm truly learning and I'm truly retaining it. But yeah, language learning. You should give it a try. Very, very fun. It will change your life. Language learning will change your life, and I guarantee you that, because you can walk up to a random person, you have no idea who they are, and if you just speak a introductory form of their language, that will be an amount of connection with a random human you have never ever had before, and I can guarantee you that. I love learning languages. We'll post more about it. Anyways, thanks for watching Passion Projects. I haven't had a new podcast in a while, but I'm actually going to be recording one on Wednesday and hopefully putting that out on Friday, so that's exciting. All right, bye.